Hello, everybody, and welcome to another free live reading with California Psychics, your free and live preview of our service. I am your host and moderator for today's live stream, and we are joined by our fantastic veteran of these live streams and our fan favorite, Psychic Saba. How are you doing today, Saba?
I'm great, Carson. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. It's another Monday live, and I always love doing these, so I am doing fantastic. I know there's some astrology stuff going on as well. I don't know if you want to maybe mention that real quick before we get started.
Absolutely. So tomorrow at 11:21 EST PM, we have a new moon in Taurus. And this is a flower moon. It's a great time to get grounded. Also a great time to start manifesting wealth and stability. We also have Pluto in retrograde from May 1st right around until October 12th or 11th, definitely the beginning of October. So you want to make sure that if there's anything that you need to address financially or otherwise, that you get it done before October, because when Pluto goes direct, whatever you forgot to do, you will be reminded in October, including paying your taxes. All right.
All right. Well, you've got me already checking my checklist, so I'll be checking that right after this live. Now, right before we go ahead and get started with answering our audience questions today, I want to list off a few bits of information. If you are a new customer with us and you use the code LIVE5 as scrolling on the bottom of your screen, if you're watching this live stream right now, you will receive an additional $5 added to your first customer purchase with us. And if you enjoy this free live preview of California Psychics and this free preview of Psychic Saba, we will be shouting out her schedule and the best ways to reach her and the rest of our psychics on our website later in the stream. So make sure to stick around. But for now, if you are wanting that free $5, go ahead and use that code LIVE5. We will also be shouting that out later in the stream. Now, lastly, before we get started and start answering some questions, I want to list off some ground rules. We will not be able to answer any legal or medical questions today or in general at California Psychics. For medical, this can include treatments, medications, and pregnancies, fertility questions as well. And for legal, this can include court cases, custody battles, and just general court decisions. If you do ask about another person during this live stream, please make sure you include at least their first name. This will allow Saba to connect faster and more accurately answer your question today. Also, we will not be able to answer any mediumship questions today, but Psychic Saba does specialize in astrology and dream analysis. So if you have any astrology related questions or any recurring dreams that seem to be sticking out to you, go ahead and put them in the chat and we will give Psychic Saba a ping to see what she says. But without any further ado, Saba, we can go ahead and begin answering audience questions today.
Okay. Sounds great. I'm ready.
Perfect. All right. I see one right here from Keisha from YouTube. Hi, Saba. Will my friendship with Jasmeet ever turn into a relationship? What do you see?
All right, Keisha. And of course, remember, the future is always changing. You create your life. So even if you don't like what the cards say today, you can work on it. Okay, you can work on it and see if you get a reading in a few months and see what it says. So will Jasmeet and Keisha ever become more? Well, it definitely looks like that is a possibility. It looks like you need to get the friendship consistent and stable before that can happen. It definitely looks like you guys aren't exactly honest with each other. It seems like both of you are holding back your feelings. So until both of you are actually ready to divulge the feelings, you guys are just going to be friends. Okay. The way to change that is transparency. Be more transparent and you can have more. All right. But it's possible. I don't want to say an outright yes. You have work to do to make it a yes.
Perfect. Great way to start off this live reading. Our next one is from Alyssa. Now, this is in, I guess, regards to a recent position that Alyssa has applied to, a planning position. Sorry, I saw something else in the chat. But will Alyssa accept this planning position and will it turn into a good career path for her? I'm assuming.
Okay. Oh, this Four of Wands is hitting strong. Yes, it does. It looks like this is going to be stability. Oh my goodness. And you got the World card to further clarify. So, yes, again, now what I'm getting from this is you have other choices and you're not sure if this is the best one. And I can tell you that the World card is one of the best cards in the deck in terms of achievement. So, you should absolutely accept that position if you're choosing between this and the other ones.
Perfect. Okay. Next one is for Alicia. Hi, Saba. Alicia has signed up for a speed dating event for next Saturday. Ooh, good luck. And she used to attend these kind of events many times, many years ago. She's not been successful yet, but do you predict that Alicia will be matching with anybody this time when she attends?
Well, Alicia, match with anybody at this speed dating event? It seems like there's a little bit of conflict here. My suggestion, looks a little bit it looks a little bit disappointing there. We got the Four of Wands inverted and the World card inverted. There's something about the Four of Wands in the world today. But what I can say is, why don't you make sure that you're going to events with people that you have more in common with? I don't doubt that you find people attractive, but in terms of this sticking, you need to be around people that you have a little bit more in common with. Similar life purpose, similar career, maybe somebody who has a certain education level, but just going to the speed dating event because you all are the only thing you guys seem to have interest in common is the interest in speed dating. You need to look other places.
All right. We're hoping it works out for you, Alicia. Keep us updated as well. This is a follow up from Alyssa, the last person we read, just saying that she is expecting an offer, but she's still getting signatures. She has a job in the current company you just read about, but a different role. Just a big thank you to you, Saba. So just wanted to show that off to you. All right. Our next one will be from Ava. Aloha, Ava. Can you tell Olivia, or excuse me, Ava, how her stepdaughter Dylan feels about Ava, and how does she feel about Ava's parenting? She made a negative comment about her parents, and Ava's not sure if Dylan is referring to her. How can they be closer, their stepdaughter and mother relationship?
Okay. Well, it seems like this is a very volatile relationship. It seems like she doesn't want to betray her mother. So a lot of her animosity and negative comments are fear of betraying. And I believe that you are the mother. This is a very confusing question, but she made a negative comment about her parents, meaning her father and her mother. More than likely, the comment was about her father. And I don't think that she has a big problem with you. She has a problem with the situation. So, how you can be closer to her is be empathetic and don't overstep your boundary. Understand that no matter what kind of comments that she's making about her parents, they are still her parents and you are still the step parent. So, you should back up a little bit. You want her to have a positive view of you. Let her know that you're always there to communicate with her. And this is coming from the Ace of Cups. She's feeling like this is something to where you are part of an overflow, but you are not in the main cup. All right. And then, of course, the Tower card, that's just saying that this is a volatile situation, but it doesn't have to further clarify. The Queen of Pentacles doesn't necessarily have anything to do with you. It has to do with her parents and the situation that they put her in. So I would say, based on what I'm seeing here, consider yourself as a part of the overflow and not that which is in the main cup. Her main fulfillment is supposed to come from them, and you are supposed to be an adjacent or adjunct level of a person of fulfillment. So I do think that it's possible for you to be close if you don't overstep your boundaries with her.
Yes, and I would just recommend, always being present. That speaks volumes. Just being present and being supportive.
Yeah.
So wishing you the best, Ava, and y'all's relationship. Seriously, hope it improves and keep us updated as well.
Yeah.
Our next one will be coming from YouTube. Tina is asking, John and Tina have been friends for almost 40 years. Do you think this relationship will turn into something romantic? She is now falling for John.
Ooh, let's see. Will John and Tina end up in a romantic relationship? Okay. 10 of cups. I would say that's a big yes. That's a yes. This is happiness, emotional stability, security, and finally, justice. This is good karma. This is also kind of accountability and integrity. If you've been able to be friends with someone for 40 years, that means that there is an immediate and instant connection that is sticking. So it's only fair that the law is going to make sure it's law that you guys are actually going to continue this relationship. I do think that it's going to turn romantic before the end of the summer. So make sure that if you are going to a bonfire and roasting marshmallows, he is by your side. If you're going to the beach, tell him to tag along. That's the atmosphere. I'm getting bonfire, beachy evening. It's giving late nights and blankets and conversation with a bonfire. So absolutely, yes, it will.
All right. Well, we're rooting for you, Tina. Our next one will be for Emma. Saba, can you provide a general card reading for Emma? Is there any powerful messages that the cards have for Emma coming up?
Okay, me powerful message. All right, so you are getting the Queen of Pentacles, and this is basically reminding you that you need to be giving yourself the comfort and the luxury that you expect from others. Do not expect it from other people if you are not giving it to yourself. So if you want to go to a fancy dinner, you need to take yourself to the fancy dinner first. You want to be spoiled, you need to hit up Amazon immediately and get yourself a treat. All right. It's time now to give yourself what you are expecting from the world. Remember, the world is just you pushed out. It is a reflection of how you feel about yourself. So in this moment, I would encourage you to give to yourself what you expect from other people. Remember, you are the blueprint and you teach other people how to treat you.
All right. And Tina, one of our past, or the person you just read, is giving a follow-up, just saying thank you, Saba, and she's praying that it all works out for her. So we're rooting for you, Tina, and thank you for your follow-up. We have our next question, another just general card pull, but more so or in terms of love for Mary Ann. She's wondering if you could get a card for her and Ron. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right. What is the energy surrounding Marianne and Ron? All right. Queen of Swords. And this is basically an honest, protective, independent, like fun relationship. Ooh, Six of Wands. Are you guys, so you trying to trick me? Are you guys trying to get back together? That's what it sounds like to me, Marianne. It sounds like you're just trying to see if you guys are fully reconciled, or is the relationship going to work out? Based on what I'm seeing here, yes. Again, make sure that you are honest and using your logic, okay? If he needs a little bit of space, don't go climbing through his window like that young lady on TikTok and Instagram. You know, give him a little space. He will be all right. Absolutely, this is going to be a successful relationship. Just make sure you are using logic. Okay, logic. I can't stress it enough. This seems like a very logical man. So you need to be a woman who understands that and doesn't lead with emotion all the time. Although emotion is important, you want to make sure you give him enough space to feel like it was his idea.
All right. And right before we get into our next question, I want to remind everybody, especially for those who are on YouTube, if you happen to have a username that does not have your real name in it, or just at least your first name, if you could go ahead and just include your first name. Again, those who are on YouTube who happen to use a unique username, that will allow Saba to kind of more accurately connect and answer your question. But I also want to pause real quick because we are about 15 minutes into our live stream, and I want to let you know the best ways that you can connect with our psychics, especially if you have been enjoying this free live preview of our service. and especially the ways you can connect with Psychic Saba. On CaliforniaPsychics.com or the California Psychics app, you can reach out through online messaging, text-based offline messaging, or phone call. You can book it by appointment or just hop right into each psychic's call queue. Saba, for those who've been enjoying this free preview of your abilities today, we've got about 45 more minutes to go. But for those who are already sold, can you let everybody know the very next time you're going to be online at California Psychics where they can connect for a one-on-one reading experience with you, and also your regular schedule throughout the week for those who want to connect maybe later on?
Absolutely. So I am going to be on the line right after this live. Now I am going to take a break to get some water and have a cheeseburger, but I will be on right after that. So I need about 15-20 minutes to get myself together. And I will be on until about 1 a.m. EST this evening. And every night, including Sundays, I start at approximately 6 p.m. EST, and I'm on till at least midnight EST. So if the sun is going down, Saba is on the line doing readings. Okay, and my extension is 6452. I accept chat readings. I am available for offline message email readings. And of course, I am always available for phone readings. Now, if you're getting readings, like let's say you want something intuitive, I would suggest for myself and all psychics that you call on the phone. The chat readings are more for rapid fire, specific questions. Hey, am I going to get the job? Am I not going to get the job? All right. So whatever kind of reading you want, we can absolutely do it. And I look forward to talking to you all.
Yeah, and especially if you get that one-on-one reading experience with Saba or any of our other psychics, you can also get more personal with your readings. You won't be, as always, or just live streamed, and you'll be away from prying eyes such as myself. So you can get really dive deep into those question and answers that y'all have as well. So in any problems you have booking with any of our psychics, go ahead and call our customer care line, California Psychics customer care. You'll find that on our website as well. But we can go back right into questions because we still have quite a bit of time and a lot of audience questions. So thank you all for attending. Our next one will be for Christina, who is asking a love-related question. Lots of love. Christina's question is, do you see a love connection between her and Ed? They are both water signs, if that helps.
It does. It does. Okay, so Christina and Ed. There's the energy surrounding Christina and Ed. Ooh, 3 of Wands. It definitely looks like you have something to look forward to here. Further clarifying, you got the Fool card, which is basically a fresh start and an adventure. So my suggestion would be definitely be smiling, be flirtatious, and make yourself available for conversations with Ed. It doesn't make sense to hide out and make him do all of the work. You have to give him social cues that let him know that it's okay for him to approach you in a romantic manner. But yes, I do see a love connection between you and Ed.
All right. Well, we're rooting for you, Christina. So keep us updated. Our next one is for Amber. Another love reading. If you could provide a card pull for Amber in terms of love, are there any major events coming up that the cards have to hold, or a message?
Okay. Ooh, the Justice card. So it looks like in your love life, somebody needs to be held accountable. There's some karma being dished out in your love life right now. I don't think it's going to be you, though. Yeah, it looks like there's somebody that's really at their breaking point. There seems to be a situation that you might have been stressed over. Just stand back and let karma do its thing. I see you getting somebody new in all of this, but if there is somebody in the past that may have been out of order, trust and believe the universe has you covered.
Perfect. All right. Next one is for Tori, who is asking for a general reading. If you could provide a general card reading for Tori Saba.
Okay. Tori. Okay, so you are getting the 4 of Cups. And this is basically saying that you need to disconnect and go into deep thought. All right. Oh, and then the Hierophant. This is about tradition, conventionality. So maybe based on what I'm seeing here, there's something that you want to change. There's something that you feel like there's a tradition that you may be thinking of breaking. It's time to think long and hard about the pros and the cons of that. I do think that you are going to end up kind of standing by the tradition, kind of like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So you may deviate a little bit, but you are going to kind of stick with the tradition, even though you're thinking of disconnecting right now. Your card is suggesting think about it and do what's best for you. What's best for you, meaning you need to think about it. Don't worry about what anybody else is saying. Unplug, disconnect, and listen to your own still voice to make this decision. I do believe you're going to make the right decision. And I do believe that sometimes the old ways, the ancient ways are what's best.
All right. Our next one, and thank you for your question, by the way, Tori, is from Lisa. Saba, can you tell Lisa when Nick will be confessing his romantic feelings for Lisa? She is a Gemini and he is a Pisces. Lisa had a dream premonition that this would be coming from him.
Okay. Nick confessing his feelings for Lisa. So he is the King of Cups. He is balanced, wise, caring. He's also very fearless and cheerful with the Page of Wands. So what I'm thinking is he is confessing his romantic feelings, my love. You're waiting on words that he doesn't use, babe. You are waiting on language that he doesn't use. Every time he spends time around you, if he contacts you, if he asks to see you, that is a romantic feeling. That is his romantic feelings. He is expressing himself. It seems like this person is not going to use words. They're going to use actions. And I believe that it has already happened. So I do think that you should pay closer attention to his actions. And if there are words to be said, they will only be said after you acknowledge his actions. All right. The actions are the confession that you are waiting on. Give me a call later if you want to talk more about this, but I believe that it has already happened. I know this might be a little upsetting here, but the man likes you clearly, and he's faithful and loyal.
All right. And Lisa, we will be shouting out the best ways to reach Saba here in just a few minutes. So make sure to stick around, but also keep us updated and let Saba know if there's a little follow-up. Tanya is asking for a general card reading, please, Saba.
Okay. What is the energy surrounding Tanya today? Okay, so this is the Knight of Swords, and it looks like you have a big change underway. It looks like you can definitely expect something that you've been wanting to happen, and the process is almost complete. So congratulations on that. My suggestion based on this is be honest with yourself. You don't have to be a perfectionist to have something to be perfect. Perfect is the fact that it happened and that it's finished and that you are going to get what you want. So I see victory in your future based on what I'm seeing here, and it's going to be wonderful. It looks like you have a glorious change coming your way.
All right. Tanya, thank you for your question. And Saba, thank you for the insightful answer. We have a couple of thank yous I wanted to share too. Tori, who we just read, saying thank you, and also Lisa, saying your reading makes sense, and that her regarding what was it? It was her daughter's father. So
he loves you, girl. He loves you. Yes. Oh my goodness. Please call me because see, I think you guys really should get married, but I'm gonna stay out of your business. I'm not gonna do that. People are like, don't you tell me about marriage? Oh my God, I don't believe in marriage. You're horrible. But I really feel like this man is showing you all the time that he is all yours, all the time. Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
So yeah. Oh, I was just gonna say we'll be shouting out the best ways to reach Saba here in just a few minutes. But also, if you cannot wait, we do have the link in the description of the live stream you're watching right now. So if you click that link in the description, it will pull up Psychic Saba's page right on California Psychics, as well as the ability to book the appointment with her or pop right into her call queue or send her a message. So just a real quick shout out before we get to our next question, where we have one for Shell, who, if you could provide a quick general card reading for Shell.
Absolutely, Shell. Oh, you're getting the Page of Wands. It looks like you are supposed to be going on an adventure. Somebody's supposed to be packing for a trip. It looks like that. How about you pay attention to the structure and you detach from the outcome and plan your trip? Sounds like you're about to go on a trip. All right. Looks like you need to have some fun. Adventure awaits.
All right. Well, keep us updated. Let Saba know where you end up going, Shell. Next one is for Verena. Excuse me if I mispronounced that. Saba. Verena is currently in turmoil with her home, career, finances. She's trying to help others, but she's kind of feeling hurt in those areas, or those three areas. Do you see any changes coming soon, especially with her disconnect to her spirit guides? She wants to reconnect, just kind of make sure everything comes into balance, starts going the way it should be in life.
Absolutely, Verena. I'm so sorry you're going through this, but I know that things are going to improve for you. Yes, this is the Queen of Pentacles. I see this is a card of nurturing and luxury and things working out. So if you're talking about your finances and career, that is something that is going to be working out, I would say within the next 13 days. Then we've got the King of Cups. He's making it the Queen of Cups. So it definitely looks like you are in alignment, and this is something that is happening for you and not to you. I see that by the end of June, everything that you're going through will have balanced out. I see that financially, you are going to be getting some sort of unexpected check sometime before the third week of June. And I also think that in terms of your spirit guides, you need to remember that spiritual practice is something that you need to do every day. So I don't care if it's saying a prayer, lighting a candle, or meditating, or listening to something like a meditation when you are going to bed at night and playing it while you sleep. Your spiritual practice needs to be something that you do every day. It is not something that you'd only do when you are in turmoil. All right. You want to have, it's like insurance. You don't need it until you need it, but you're going to pay the bill every month. You feel me? All right. So I think things are turning around for you, and you can expect relief before the third week of June. Okay.
All right, you're giving some great insight today, Saba. And now that we're about halfway through our stream, I just want to pause for just a second right before we resume answering our general questions today. So keep them coming into our chat. And thank you, by the way, for attending. But if you've been enjoying this free preview of California Psychics and what our service has to offer, especially with Psychic Saba here as our featured psychic, and if you've been enjoying her abilities today, you can reach out to CaliforniaPsychics.com or our California Psychics app. And there you will have the opportunity to reach out to a top tier list of psychics, one being Psychic Saba, as you've seen from her abilities today. And if you are wanting to reach out through either phone call, text-based offline messaging, or online messaging, you can reach out again through CaliforniaPsychics.com. But if you are sold and you are wanting to get a follow-up reading with Saba, or if you just want to get into the deep personal questions that you may not have mentioned today, Saba, when is the very next time you are going to be online at CaliforniaPsychics.com and your regular schedule throughout the week for those who want to kind of connect later?
Absolutely. I'm at extension 6452, and I will be getting on the line immediately after this live. I will be on until approximately 1 a.m. EST this evening, and 7 days a week, if the sun is down, Saba is on the line. And I usually stay on from approximately 6 p.m. EST till about 1 a.m. EST. So that means that if you have a question, you can meet me on the chat. You can call me on the phone or you can send me an email, and I do reply to those emails within 24 hours. I do ask that if you want a more intuitive reading, that you call on the phone. The chat is for rapid fire questions. Okay? But I'm there for you. And we could definitely, if you are somebody that I end up giving a reading to here, we can definitely continue our conversation this evening.
All right. And if you're having any trouble booking with Saba or any of our other psychics, you can also give our California Psychics customer care line a phone call. Just go ahead and list the psychic you are looking to book with, and they will book you at a appointment time that works for both you and the psychic like Saba that you are looking for. All right. And also, if you are a new customer with us, make sure you use the code scrolling at the bottom of your screen, Live5. That will get you an additional $5 added to your first purchase with us. I want to reward y'all for attending. Use that code Live5. Don't worry, it will be coming up a couple more times in the live stream, and also it will be a recording afterwards. We still have time for questions, and thank you all for attending and keep putting them in the chat. Our next one is for Steph from YouTube, who's just asking for a general love reading. Saba, if you can pull a card for Steph.
All right. What is the energy surrounding Steph's love life? Oh, it's the Eight of Swords. It looks like you are afraid and you don't feel too good about your love life. Well, Queen of Pentacles to the rescue. Remember that the world is you pushed out. You are the blueprint, and you tell people how to treat you. So if you want to be pampered and loved on, it's time to take some long baths and get something for yourself off of Amazon. It's time to light a candle and admire yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you are the fairest of them all. It is time to eat your veggies and drink your water and practice impeccable self-care. You are going to attract what you are. You attract who and what you are. So if you are love, you will attract love. So be very loving to yourself and gentle to yourself over the next few months. I see you actually coming out of this Pluto retrograde in a relationship. So hang tight. Things are not as bad as they seem.
Perfect. All right. And just a reminder for those who are asking questions on YouTube and may have a unique username, just make sure you include at least your first name as well. And for those who are asking questions just in general about another person, make sure you include at least their first name. This will allow Saba to more accurately answer and connect with you for your questions today, especially in this live stream format. Next question is for Latasha, who is requesting a general card reading. Saba.
Okay, let's see. Latasha, welcome. What does Spirit have for Latasha today? Oh, the Two of Cups. This is a card of true love, mutual respect, and union. Yeah, you got a Knight of Cups. Somebody is coming into your life with some very good romantic offers. This person is charming and creative. They might already be there based on this Two of Cups. So if you are in love, hold on to it. And it looks like there is another level of love heading your way. You are going to have a very romantic summer.
All right. And it looks like we've got a thank you as well. So thank you for your question as well. And great reading, Saba. Next one is going to be for AJ. Will AJ be hearing from Austin again? And can you tell me possibly when? They've been told timelines that have and have not passed, and now they're nervous they won't hear from him.
What's the energy surrounding AJ hearing from Austin? Okay, this is the Three of Swords. This is the heartbreak. This is a no. And I don't think it's because Austin does not want to contact you. I think that it's time to let go of the outcome. Right now, it seems like you are energetically pushing away the very thing that you want. It's time to look up and practice the law of detachment. As long as you are outcome dependent, it's going to be very hard to move the needle in the direction that you want to. So remember, the future is always changing. You create your life. I'm not saying that this is a permanent separation. I'm saying that because you are so attached to the outcome, Any timeline I give you is going to come and go because energetically you are not relaxed. Remember, your ship comes in on the sea of don't care, and you care too much right now. You care too much. Think about it. If something is trying to reach you on the water and the sea is going like this, no boats are getting through. All right. Your ship comes in on the calm sea of don't care. So it's time to care less and research the law of detachment so that you can get the answer from him directly by the end of this year. Okay. It's time to let go. I don't doubt that this reading can be adjusted and changed after you let go of your desire to have the outcome that you want. I know that's probably not what you want to hear, but I don't want to send you off today.
All right. Um, Thank you, Saba. Again, real quick. Um, Julia is asking, and thank you, Julia, for your question. What does the future hold for Julia and Justin's connection?
Julia and Justin. Julia and Justin. Julia and Justin. Ooh, I'm getting the Three of Cups. Is there a third party here? Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. It looks like this is definitely someone that you have something in common with. Okay, so I do see there's happiness here. So from what I can see, it does look like there is a third party that needs to be addressed before you can get to the happiness with this connection. It looks like you guys have a lot in common, but I am a little bit concerned about the third party, and I would be wrong to not mention that here. But I do see that you can be happy together, provided that you acknowledge the reality and transition out of the uncertainty, because that's what it seems like this is. This looks like something that's very uncertain, and it can only become certain when everything is out on the table and you know what you're dealing with.
All right. And thank you everybody for again joining us for our free preview of California Psychics today. Just thought I'd give you another real quick shout out. Thank you, Saba, for attending as well and being here for us, giving us insightful answers. Christine is asking for a career reading, please. If you could give a card for her. And also, real quick before we get to Christine, Julia is giving a follow-up, just a thank you. So thank you. Christine, a career reading for her.
Okay. Ooh, so it looks like maybe you need to look for another job sooner than later. Yeah, it looks like you are being called to another job, another phase. Now, this doesn't mean that this has to be a bitter ending, but it definitely looks like an ending is afoot, which means that there's only a new beginning to look forward to. I expect that you will be working somewhere else by August. Okay, by August. Not a bad thing. It seems like, based on this card here, this is the Ten of Swords inverted. It seems inevitable that there is something that has ended or in the process of ending, and I don't want you to feel bad about that. Instead, I want you to be very enthusiastic and very hopeful about what is next. And green candles don't hurt anybody. I love green. Look at that. Never hurt anybody. Okay.
Thank you, Saba. Our next one is for Valerie, who is asking, do you think her second time attending college will be successful? Kind of, I guess, in a way, career, because ultimately that is laddering up to a good career path.
Okay. Welcome, Valerie. All right. I do think it will be successful. It seems like right now you have the energy to pull it off. Seems like the first time you just didn't have the energy for it. Now it looks like you want it and you are able to adapt and balance. You're also more flexible when it comes to what you're willing to do to have what you want. You are no longer saying, no, it's this or nothing. It's like, no, what do I need to do to get that? Okay, well, then I'm going to do it. I need to turn on an extra paper. No problem. I need to do double the homework. Got it. So it looks like, yes, it's going to be more successful because you know how important this is for your career and your finances. You will absolutely be successful. I wouldn't be surprised if you graduated at the top of your class.
Perfect. All right. And we have about 20-ish minutes left in our live stream today. Just a reminder. So we will continue answering questions. Next one from Ramika, who is asking for a love reading, please.
Absolutely, Ramika. Welcome, my dear. Oh, I'm getting the King of Swords. Sorry. And this is basically reminding you to practice the law of detachment. It definitely looks like there's somebody that you want, somebody that you care about, somebody that you're interested in. And I want to tell you to not be outcome dependent. Remember, the world is you pushed out. You are only going to get the polarity of who you are. That means that if you want this person taking you out, treating you well, then that means that you have to do the same for you on the inside. All right. That means that you are eating your veggies, drinking your water, getting your beauty sleep, and hitting the gym. Okay. It's time now to be the qualifying counterpart for what you are asking for. And the other part of that is detached. So you can do that word. It's time for head over heart. It's time for structure, and you set the structure. You decide how you're going to be treated. It's okay to have boundaries, and it's okay to say no. I definitely see you having a positive relationship over the next few months, like literally being in a situation that's either going to improve or a totally new situation by the end of August. So hang in there and do what you need to do for yourself. You are going to tell someone what you deserve, and they are going to give it to you because you are convinced. Every cell in your body is reminding you of your worth right now.
All right. Next one for Clarissa, and also Valerie from our last answer, following up. Just another thank you, Saba. Lots of thank yous. Keep them coming if you've gotten your answer or question answered today. Next from Clarissa, who's asking for a love card reading, please. And also a very quick from Ramika, thank you. So thank you.
All right, Clarissa. Ooh, I got the Queen of Wands. It seems like there's some jealousy going on. I don't think you have a reason to be jealous. You are confident, you are self-assured, and you could change this around with the Magician. So if you're seeing someone and you get a little uncertain of how they feel about you, they're crazy about you. All right. It's time now to remember that you are the prize. You are confident. You are self-assured. You're brilliant. Yes, you are. So use your magic spidey senses and get into queen mode so that you can move beyond whatever these feelings are, because it definitely looks like there is a wonderful love space that you are going to enter into this fall. A possible either rededication, seems like some sort of rededication or an engagement, but it definitely looks like you're entering into a wonderful love space, and you have no reason to doubt yourself or doubt the situation that you find yourself in. Okay, remember, you are the prize. You are love. It starts with you.
All right. We have about 15-ish minutes left. Just a reminder, this is Christine. We did answer your question already, so be on the lookout for the recording that will be uploaded to our pages right after this, which will have the full recording of your question in case you missed anything. Our next one will be for Val, who is asking for a career reading. But Saba, I want to shout out the best ways to reach you, especially those who have been enjoying this free preview of California Psychics, where we host it every Monday, same time, a 1-hour live stream, where this week we are hosting Psychic Saba. So if you've been enjoying this live stream and her answers today, and this free preview of her abilities today, you can reach out to CaliforniaPsychics.com or the California Psychics app. Or if you don't want to do that, you can just click the link in the description below. That will pull you up to our California Psychics page, right to Psychic Saba's profile, where you can book her appointment, reach out through text-based offline messaging or online messaging as well. You can reach out through our customer care line. Just say, I want to book with Psychic Saba. They can help you get booked too. But if you want to know her regular hours and the very next time she's going to be online, if you want to get a follow-up with her, Saba, let everybody know those exact things the next time you're online in your regular schedule?
Absolutely. I will be on the line immediately after this live. I am on the line. You can find me 7 days a week from approximately 6 p.m. EST until 1 a.m. EST or later. I have chat readings available, phone readings, and I do answer the email readings within 24 hours. If you are looking for a chat reading, make sure that you are asking specific, direct questions. And if you're looking for something a little bit more intuitive, call me on the phone. I can't wait to talk to you.
All right. And Val is asking for a career question. We still have time for about 13-ish minutes. So keep your questions coming, everybody. We still have time.
Okay. Career reading for Val. Oh, 2 cards came out. Okay, so it definitely looks like you are reflecting on your purpose, and you might find yourself disconnected from your current employment. And that's okay. If you're looking for something different, now is the time to think about it, and you can change or make a change within the next 4 to 5 months. If this is something that you want to do, I don't think that you should change just yet. I think you need to stay where you are for a little while longer based on this 7 of Pentacles. This is a card that says there is going to be a reward for your patience, and this includes patience with yourself. But it definitely looks like you're thinking of just changing. It seems like you need renewal, revival. You want to self-reflect and reevaluate your purpose, and there is nothing wrong with that. However, before you jump, make sure that you have a soft place to land. Okay.
Also, just a reminder, if you are a new customer with us at California Psychics and you've enjoyed this free live preview, you can use the code LIVE5 as scrolling on the bottom of your screen, and you will get an additional $5 added to your first purchase with us at California Psychics. So if you've been enjoying this free live preview of our service, go ahead and use that code LIVE5 again for new customers. All right, next one for Yasmin. A little bit of a longer question, so I'll just cover that up. Yasmin and Danny were in the process of moving in together when his father passed away, and he started getting argumentative and ended up moving out to break up with Yasmin. Will Danny and Yasmin be reconnecting? Will they reconcile? Should Yasmin be moving on, or should she be patient towards his grieving process? Or is this kind of something else that might be underlying?
Okay. My condolences to Danny. Let's see if Yasmin and Danny will reconcile or not. Okay, it looks like you need to be patient with him. This was something that really destabilized him, and it seems like he needed time to grieve. He really didn't have the bandwidth to facilitate a move and to answer some of the questions that you had for him regarding the move. I definitely think that he will reconcile with you, but you need to allow him to be the person to come to you, because right now he is extremely destabilized. He is grief stricken. He is forlorn. And the idea of him having a conversation with you about this relationship seems very trite to him. It seems insignificant. And I'm not saying that you're insignificant. He's basically saying, my life changed forever, and I do not have the emotional bandwidth to address someone who is still here and that's probably going to be here. He feels like this is taking away from him healing. So I don't think that this was anything about him not caring for you, not loving for you, not wanting to be with you. This is a grief situation. This is grieving. He is in the process of trying to make sense of his life now that his father passed away. Okay, so I do think that you need to give him space. He will return by the end of the year. I'm seeing sometime in October.
All right. Thank you for that insight, Saba. And thank you for your question, Yasmin. Keep us updated as well. Jess is asking for a life path card, Jess from YouTube. We still have about 10 minutes, y'all, so we will try to answer as many possible questions as we can. Keep them coming into the chat.
Okay, I gotta tell the truth. There's no such thing as a life path card. I'm using Rider Waite's tarot cards, unless there's a life path deck. How you get your life path is you get your birthday, and I add up the numbers and give you your life path number. We're gonna pull a card for you right now, and it is the Empress. This is the card of femininity. This is the nurturing, the divine feminine. So it looks like if you're gonna go in any direction, it needs to be in the direction of nurturing yourself and getting in touch with your feminine side. Now, this doesn't mean that you need to start wearing pink and wearing makeup and baking baskets or anything like that. It basically means that you need to be in touch with the creative part of yourself, the part of you that uses your right brain, the part of you that finds a way out of no way, and the part of you that is really in touch with water and the elements. Okay, it's time to figure out your magic powers. And again, not trying to be difficult here. The life path is a legitimate reading, but I do need your birth date in order to be precise. Okay, your birth date includes the year. We add all those numbers up together, and voila, life
And
path reading.
that is more related to numerology, if I'm correct.
Yes. Yes, Life Path is a numerology reading. And I love, love, love doing those readings because it kind of gives insight into your personality. And that's kind of how the first rule of spirituality is know yourself. First rule. And how you do that is with numbers. Just give me a call anytime, and I cannot wait to talk to you and all of you.
Thank you, Jess, for your question as well. And she mentioned thank you, Saba. Next one will be for Chelsea. She is wondering, how is she doing on her self-healing, her kind of growth journey? Do you have any tips, especially from any messages from the cards?
Yeah, and this is a controversial one, but I'm a controversial psychic. I'm going to say it anyway. It's time to rebel. Your healing depends on you breaking away from those things that have held you down, breaking out of those boxes and cages that made you feel like there were limits. There are no limits. It's time to blow the roof off. Whatever they told you, it was a lie. You are the truth. Okay? I think you're doing great. But the number one thing that I see you needing to do is rebel. Rebel. All right. It's time to practice the law of opposites. It's time to dig deep and question everything that made you think that you weren't enough. Question it and break it. All right. You can do this. There are no boxes that can hold you. There are no limits that you have to adhere to. You set the law. You determine the laws that govern your life. And I encourage you to do that right now. Make new laws and be goddess of your universe.
All right. And now, if you've been enjoying this free preview of California Psychics, you can reach out through our website or our app, where you can reach Saba or any of our other psychics through text chat, offline-based messaging, or online-based messaging, or phone call. But Saba, real quick, can you let everybody know the very next time you're going to be online at California Psychics, if they've been enjoying this 1 hour stream of your abilities today and your regular schedule throughout the week?
Absolutely. I will be on the line immediately after this live, and I will be on until 1 a.m. EST. I am on 7 days a week. You can find me any day of the week after 6 p.m. all the way up until 1 a.m. or later. If the sun is down, Saba is doing readings. I take the chat readings, I do phone readings, and I answer the email readings. So I look forward to talking to you all. I hope you can see that I love, love, love being a reader. I love being a spiritual person. I love what I do, and I have a special place in my heart for each and every one of you guys. So if you trust me with your reading, I promise you, you may not like what I say initially, but I bet you I'm right. And you'll be calling me and thanking me later. But I can't wait to talk to you guys. I'll stay late if you need me to.
Yep. There's a reason why Saba is one of our top rated psychics at California Psychics. You can see all of her customer reviews on her profile page at californiapsychics.com. And especially when you get that reading with her, it will be a one-on-one experience with her. It'll be away from prying eyes like on the live stream. You can get really into deep and personal questions. So just a reminder, whenever you get that reading with Saba or any of our other psychics. And Angela is asking for a career card, Saba. Will she be getting two cards, a job promotion, soon? And will Drexel and Angela be getting engaged?
So you need to be patient on that promotion. It looks like you are very impatient. That looks like something that's going to happen in the fall. You're early. All right. Drexel getting engaged. Ooh, it looks like the Ace of Pentacles. That looks like a yes on that engagement. It seems like he's trying to get your ring together. So you need to, again, you're being encouraged to be patient. Everything is coming. Why don't you expect that engagement for Christmas, beloved? Christmas time. Okay.
Perfect. One for Gretchen. Will Gretchen and Diron, Gretchen, who is a Gemini, and Diron, who is a Leo, be getting it back together towards the end of this year?
What is the energy surrounding Gretchen and Diron reconciling? So the Ace of Swords says that you guys are going to have a new beginning, and that sounds like the beginning of next year. I do think that Diron is getting himself together. So when somebody is saying, I need time to get myself together, it's always more time than you think. So yes, I see you getting back together. Yes, I think you are a little bit hasty. He needs to think that this is all his idea. That's the person. He has to think it's his idea. And the only way he can think that is if you leave him alone and go away. All right, he can't miss you if you won't go away. Head out. He'll be back.
Perfect. All right. And now we have a few more minutes, so keep those questions going. We'll try to get through as many as we possibly can within the next couple of minutes. But we have our live streams every Monday. And if you are wanting to get see more of Psychic Saba, again, you can head to CaliforniaPsychics.com, where she'll be online in just a few minutes right after this live stream, where you'll be able to get that one-on-one reading experience with her. Dominique is asking for a general card reading, Saba.
Okay, so you are getting the Four of Wands, and this is basically the card of stability, also reunions. Ooh, and you're also getting the Magician card. So it looks like you are doing some alchemy, some transmutation. You are taking bad situations and turning them good. So I would definitely say that you can expect a reunion or a magical change of some sort, and you are a master alchemist from what I can see. You can take lemons and turn them into lemonade, and you will definitely have a great summer.
All right. Next one is for Kia. And also thank you, Dominique, for your question today. Kia is asking for a love card, Saba.
Welcome, Kia. Oh, this is the Queen of Cups. Okay, so you need to be using your intuition. You're a healer. And it seems like, continuing the High Priestess here, you are definitely either ignoring something that your gut told you, or you are trying to gloss over something that your gut has already told you, but you are being encouraged in your love life to listen to your gut feelings. It is not going to steer you wrong. You already have an answer about this person in terms of them really not telling you the truth. So you're very sensitive and intuitive. Yeah, it seems like the person is lying. All right. And your gut has told you that several times. And now I'm the third message that the universe is giving you. There you go.
All right. Saba, one more time. Can you go ahead and remind everybody at least you are going to be online here in just a few minutes, and you're going to be online for several hours. But what is your regular schedule throughout the week for those who do want to connect for that one-on-one reading with you?
Yes, I am going to be on the line immediately after this live, all the way up until 1 a.m. EST tonight. And I am generally on 7 days a week at approximately 6 p.m. EST. And that would be 3 p.m. Pacific time and 5 p.m. Central time. And I am going to be on most days of the week until at least midnight EST or later. If it's dark outside and the sun is going down, I am giving readings. Okay. I also take the chat readings, phone readings, and the email readings. If you're sending me a chat, make sure that you have your questions ready. It's a limited time, so we want to be rapid fire and get it done. You want something intuitive? Call me. I can't wait to talk to you. I love doing this. Thank you for trusting me and allowing me to read with you. I am honored always.
All right. And don't forget, if you are a new customer with us, you could use that code LIVE5 to get an additional $5 off your first reading with us. Next one, real quick, Saba. Jasmine is asking, when will she be meeting her person soon? A love card reading, real quick.
Okay. Well, Jasmine be meeting her person soon. The Two of Cups. I would say that's a yes. But you first have to understand that you are the one that you have been waiting on. And the universe is you pushed out. So as long as you're walking around, are you the one? Are you the one? Are you the one? No, you are the one. So you will absolutely attract someone quickly. You will marry quickly. But I need you to understand who the one is. And it's not the person that you're looking for, it's yourself. Once you know you're the one, they will walk up to you and say, "You're the one." And you'll say, "Yes, yes, I am. Thank you for my ring."
All right. Thank you, everybody, for attending and joining us for today's free preview of California Psychics Today, where we showed off Psychic Saba and her abilities today. Saba will be getting online at California Psychics, especially for those who will be wanting those one-on-one readings. So you can reach her through our California Psychics app or our website. Click the link in the description below, and you will be able to pull up right to her profile page. We will be returning next week for another Monday live stream, one with Psychic Zach. I had to remember real quick. But that is, if you have any burning questions that cannot wait until then, and you want a guaranteed, insightful reading, get a reading with Psychic Saba. You won't regret it. She is one of our top rated psychics. You'll be able to see all of her customer reviews on her page at California Psychics. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And Saba, if you have any closing thoughts or if you want to shout out your schedule real quick, you can go ahead.
I just want to thank you. I am always honored. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here. I am honored to serve you guys. I am getting on the line right now. Have your questions ready. And if you want a birth chart reading, your natal chart, you want to see where the planets are or when you were born, find out what time you were born and call me. I will see you guys soon. Oh, and don't forget the new moon is tomorrow, and we are in a Pluto retrograde, so keep yourself grounded. Spiritual practice happens every day, all right? Every day, do something.
Perfect. For more insight, reach out to CaliforniaPsychics.com and also reach out to Psychic Saba on our line. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.